Welcome back, everybody, to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 79. This is Trent Law, my co-host,
Basil.
And we're here live again on Twitch and YouTube, guys. This is, goddamn, Basil, 6 weeks of doing this already. I can't believe 5. This is 5. Okay, I'm already off. But we have stayed consistent and dedicated to this entire live experience after being a tape show for so long. So
I love it.
We're rounding out the hand, Basil. 5. We're rounding it out with a special guest tonight. This is a very interesting and unique guest. I'm not really sure what we're gonna say, what he's gonna say, what's gonna be said, what's gonna be not said. We're definitely gonna get something out of this. I'm not really sure what, but that makes it fun, right, Basil? A little mystery to this whole thing.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it.
Yes.
Ethan Page didn't take our calls. He didn't take. He did. He has been ever since last week, or about a week and a half ago. He's just been ignoring me. I don't get it. Said Merry Christmas. Said Happy New Year. Nothing. I send one DM to the Karate Man. I'd be like, hey man, you want to talk about how you want to destroy Ethan Page at Hard to Kill? He was like, sign me up.
Oh man, it's pretty.
So
nice.
We got him. That's the story, guys. So I haven't talked to Julian. So Julian, wherever you're at, I hope everything's going well for you. But we got the man who's died 1,000 deaths. But he hasn't perished.
Nice.
He's gonna face his client or his patient, because he was his therapist last week on Impact.
That's very true. True.
So I mean, he has. I think he has 1,000 roles in life as well. Therapist, martial artist, now going to be a wrestler, like
God, God and leader of men.
And let's be honest, he defeated Ethan Page on New Year's Day.
He has a victory.
He has a victory. He's 1-0 against Ethan Page. So let's be honest, we kind of got the better guest here.
Yeah, it's true. We got the winner, and we always like to hang on winners, and he's the winner.
We love winners here on the Backstage Boys podcast.
Will this winner be a two-time winner coming up on January 16th at Hard to Kill this Saturday on pay-per-view for Impact Wrestling? Basil, should we bring him in? I'm not really sure what he's going to say to us right now.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, let's bring him in. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the Karate Man. Karate Man, do we catch you at a bad time? Are you okay? Is this still okay? We just need to make sure. We got to approach this cautiously, Basil. Be careful here.
All is well.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. He's so far, Basil, he's okay.
How do you prefer to be referred to as? Because we've only seen your interactions with Ethan, and we just want to make sure we're exercising extreme caution with you.
I do not care what you speak for my name. Proceed to your questions, and do not laugh. I see your face.
Is there a reason, Karate Man, that we can't see you? Is this a training thing? Is there a reason we can't see your face?
Are you ignorant?
I try not to be, sir.
Hard to kill. Describe it. Pay per view. You want to view me? You must pay me.
This makes sense.
So, are you centering your performance right now, sir?
Pardon?
Are you centering your performance for Hard to Kill right now?
Centering?
Yeah.
You pissed him off already, man.
You question my abilities?
I am not. I'm just asking
also,
how. Oh.
Ethan Page is a man of the internet. He obsesses over everything. You really think he's not listening? You really expect me to dive into my training?
Hey, we're here on your time. We just want to make sure we just want to understand a little bit more about the Karate Man, because we've only seen this violent side who's destroyed Ethan Page multiple times at this point now. So we're just trying to understand the Karate Man just a little bit better, just for the fans at home to understand.
The only thing you must understand is that you will never understand the Karate Man.
Well, Karate Man, let me ask you this. This might help a little understanding. I want to know some of your influences. There's some great martial artists out there, that we've all grown up with. Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal.
Beat him.
Jet Li.
Beat him.
Jackie Chan.
Trained him.
Karate Man have an influence, or is he the influence? That's what I'd like to know.
I have trained more martial artists than you could name or even know. My goal was to prepare Ethan Page for his future. My goal was to train Ethan Page to be even just 1% as good as the Karate Man. And clearly, I have failed, which is very hard for me to admit.
This is tough, Basil.
This is okay.
Very
So
tough. This is very hard for Ethan Page. Has a challenge ahead of him.
I understand this. So you've already defeated Ethan Page once. What is your goal?
I would disagree.
What
I have defeated Ethan Page on multiple occasions. I have defeated him mentally. I have defeated him physically. I have defeated him emotionally. I have defeated him financially. And now I will defeat him live on pay-per-view, which, by the way, nobody's counting. But this is not my first pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen.
This is interesting. Everybody's now. A lot of people are talking, "Cry, man, this is your pay-per-view debut," but were there
That is incorrect.
We stand corrected. We've cleared up a rumor here, Basil.
we have cleared up a rumor. We thought this was the Karate Man's pay-per-view debut. Would you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you losers not order Talking Shopomania 2?
Oh, talking Shopomania. He's so correct.
Yes, we are losers, even though we did order that, and we're sitting here completely uninformed. Karate Man, just to divert from our error here, I'd like to get down to more personality questions, if you don't mind. I just have a few notes. I just want to make sure you're okay with these. Now, we talked about some other martial artists you have beaten and or trained. But there's been a lot of great martial arts movies in our lifetime, Karate Man. Let me name a few.
Yes, before you continue with your lame list, I would like to address something. I would like to address the producers of Access TV and Impact Wrestling.
Oh, sure.
I am offended. I am deeply offended that during this wrestling week, you are going to have the Good Brothers watch a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie on Access TV and not invite the Karate Man?
That's ballsy.
It's an insult.
It's offensive. Now,
it's very offensive.
Impact Wrestling has not only stolen ideas from Ethan Page and profited off of them, but now they are stealing ideas from the Karate Man. I dislike this.
It's not good. I mean, they are going to be at Hard to Kill as well.
This is true. But I feel this only
angers telling me something I don't care about.
Well, Karate Man, listen, I need to get to this. I need to figure out if
please read your list.
Okay, here's my list. Now, like I said, we've seen some amazing martial arts movies in our lifetime. I want to know what influences the Karate Man. What has brought him to this point? What made him? Now, there's movies like Three Ninjas and Sidekicks. Because the Karate.
Did you just bring up Three Ninjas to the Karate Man?
Let me go with this.
Fake.
The Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. Not the remake.
Fake. Mr. Miyagi's a bitch.
Oh.
Well, okay. Well, even
how about you wax on and fuck off?
Okay. He is dead, by the way, my friend.
Holy
my God.
I've died 1,000 deaths.
That's true.
But I will never perish.
And you know what? Miyagi only died one, and he's gone. So the stronger man is Ethan Page. But
please do not disrespect the passing of a martial artist, Trent.
I apologize. I apologize for my errors here. I apologize.
Trent, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is our first time that Karate Man has ever given his platform out on a public stage like this. That doesn't include Ethan's name. Please don't ruin it for us.
I apologize. I was a little bit thrown off. There's the people in the our live chat here saying
continue with your list.
The last thing on my list, Karate Man, is the current happenings of Cobra Kai. How much is Cobra Kai influenced by the Karate Man?
He doesn't want to hear about it.
I guess not.
Fake.
Well, that's my list. Basil, you have to go.
You asked me what inspires the Karate Man.
Well, that's
you asked me what I draw inspiration from, and you come to me with Hollywood garbage. You know what inspires the Karate Man?
What?
The sun, the sky, the wind, the ground under my feet, the stink under my armpits to remind me that I have worked my ass off to be the man and legend I am. And you want to ask me about 3 ninjas?
I mean,
3 ninjas? You can watch me beat 3 ninjas in The Invitation. That is a martial arts movie to be seen by the world. I defeated the Stony Creek Clan. Go watch that. You want to bring up 3 ninjas? Now you're making me rant. I do not like to rant because I say things without thinking. I am very cerebral. Very cerebral with the words that I use and the phrases that I say. So please do not insult me with 3 ninjas again.
So would you say that in terms of anybody in the karate genre
Okay, stop.
that you
Karate?
Yes. Karate?
Am I the karate man?
You are the karate man.
Thank you. Continue.
So in the karate genre, would you say that you are the most elite of all of them?
My life is not a genre.
It is not. But karate is a subsection of martial arts.
Which I have mastered them all.
Do you think you've made the most impact with that in your short time here with us?
Your wording was very cute. Yes, the karate man has made many impacts, mostly on Ethan Page's bitch face.
Jesus.
This is true. We have seen it, and he quit.
I have
really
come
fast.
into his home. I have come into his home on many occasions and reminded him that this is my domain.
Damn, you went into his house like with his wife and kid in there?
He's lucky I didn't sleep with his wife.
Oh man.
Hey, don't talk about the man's wife. Like his wife is a really nice lady. I know her.
Yes,
Like,
she's very nice.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
no.
this is getting out of hand now. I mean,
this is
this is
ridiculous
supposed to be
here.
an honorable contest between you two, and now you're bringing family into this karate man. I mean, what do you have to say for yourself at this point?
I have said enough, asshole.
That's very true. I don't know what else to say.
Straight up called you an ass.
I cannot. I don't know what else to say here. Matt, I think he likes you more. I'm gonna let you.
No, I don't think he. No. Don't try to deter this. Karate Man does what he does.
I have
If
anger.
anything, hey, I have watched every single vlog. Karate Man does what Karate Man wants. There's no influence on his direction from us humans. That's one thing I've learned. So don't pawn this on me.
Karate man, can I?
He's deep breathing. Hold on, give him a minute. He's doing his deep breathing. He's in training form.
This is. Should we not talk either?
I don't know what to do.
I'm not really sure if we should. I just hear very concentrated breath going on here.
Oh my god, you guys are so fucking annoying.
Karate Man.
Please continue. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Saturday at Hard to Kill. This was never explained. The exact type of matchup that we were going to be having. Has anything been explained to you that you can explain to the fans at home what to expect?
You ask if anything has been explained to me? Nothing needs to be explained to the all-knowing Karate Man. I accepted a kumite. In my mind, this is a fight to the death. Ethan Page better come prepared to kill me. If there's one man to be described as truly hard to kill, it is I, the Karate Man. The most hard to kill.
Thank you, Karate Man.
Yeah, Karate man. Thank you very much. I feel like I can't miss this match now. I have to see what happens. I have to see what happens. This is incredible.
I mean, this is. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna see this. I have to photograph it.
Karate man, is he
You are
allowed?
not invited to take
I'm not
photos.
I
invited.
want to make sure. I don't think you're allowed.
What
No.
is why?
No.
Okay.
I have signed with my blood as ink a contract with the devil himself, Ed
James,
Norton.
Oh, I thought it was James Mitchell.
Hosting this fight to the death.
Okay.
I am being paid $0.
Whoa.
The joy that I will get is plenty payment enough to end Ethan Page's life and what he values most, his career. That will be my payment. And then maybe his wife.
Karate Man, we can't keep talking about the man's wife here. This is supposed to be a decent contest.
I'm not sure if you've
I
caught
just
on
lost-
to this or not. I can do whatever I want.
This is the Karate Man here. He's died 1,000 deaths, but has not perished. So what makes you think that we can control him?
You know, I went in positive, Basil. I thought maybe I could steer him into a good direction here, but I truly can't. The man has control beyond. He has power and control beyond my.
This is enough.
Okay.
I have been inspired to train. This interview is over.
I guess that. Oh,
And he
the
is
Karate
gone.
Man has parted ways with the Backstage boys.
That's it.
That is
gone.
it. That is completely. That's it, boys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Karate Man will be available for your viewing pleasure on pay-per-view, as he said. January 16th, Impact Wrestling, Hard to Kill, Fight TV, a traditional pay-per-view. You can order that now and see the Karate Man take on Ethan Page. This is going to be an interesting contest because I don't think anyone can predict what is about to happen, and I'm stunned. He was very, 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 very hard in this battle. Very, very hard.
That was the most difficult interview that we have done in the 2 years we have been doing this show.
It was tense. A lot of tension. A lot of
I just need to
I sensed his animosity towards us.
I think it's just a general animosity towards anyone.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe I shouldn't take it personally.
No, I wouldn't. I just think that he's not a gimmick, and I think that's the wrong approach to go into this. I mean, let's review some of the comments that has been going on, like Karate Man taking over. We got Heat Karate Douche. That's kind of rude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna throw up at him.
People are gonna throw up at him. Gonna be 1,001 deaths going on. Get Mrs. Page on her, let her shoot back. Oh man, the disrespect. He just leaves. It's true. People want Mrs. Ego Page.
Guys. No. That one won't happen. For real, no talks about Ethan's wife. That was Karate Man. He has a few extra passes. But no.
Okay, no, Mrs. Page will not be on the show.
We will not talk about Mrs. Page.
No, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of heat on us and the Karate Man in this chat, Basil. So I don't know. Anyway, listen. He wasn't here for a long time. He was here for a good time, and that was it. That's all we needed to know.
That's all we really need. I mean, we got a few other things that we can talk about today. I mean, we got Hard to Kill coming up this weekend.
That's true.
I'm gonna be there. Yeah. So Monday night we are gonna have Hard to Kill Fallout. Mm-hmm. We might have some surprise guests. Honestly, I'm not even just trying to sell you guys. I don't know what's gonna happen Monday nights. After tapings are done, we will be doing a full rundown on what happened. And we got AEW, we have Kenny Omega, we have the Invisible Hand, Don Callis, who is the ringleader, it's so to speak, with the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks, so to speak. So I don't know if the Young Bucks are going to be at Hard to Kill. I don't know if it's just Kenny. Who knows? But I will talk about whatever happens at Hard to Kill, all the production, everything that went into that weekend. I'm going to be extremely tired. I will be on 9 hours of sleep at this point, 72 hours into the weekend. So,
well, listen, it'll be fun either way. We'll probably get some, maybe we'll get a couple of, like I said, a couple of surprise guests. There might be some news to talk about. We never know. So it'll be right after that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Basil's going to be there on site for probably one of the most historic pay-per-views in wrestling history because of, if you really truly think about it, there has not been a true crossover like this, champion on champions TV, in a very long time.
No, it's been a minute.
Very long time, especially pay-per-view. I know they've had a, I thought for some reason the last one that comes to mind is Taz appearing on SmackDown as the ECW champion.
It's been a minute.
I think that's the last time I can remember something of this nature happening.
Yeah.
And that was traditional television. This is actual pay-per-view. AWA Super Clash maybe. I'm trying to remember what the last one could have been where this kind of situation happened, but very historic. Basil, you'll be there, which is really, really cool. And I encourage everybody to order on Fight TV and traditional pay-per-view from ImpactWrestling.com. You can get all the links. What else, Basil? But the Karate Man cut us short. He just came in here, he popped his ego, and he left.
He just left, man. I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of wrestling that's gone on.
He left. That was it. There's people who think we just cocked, but no, Greg Gold is going to leave, thinking we don't have the Karate Man. He was there. We had the
Karate Man. He was earlier in the show. We told everybody. Look at right above our heads. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I don't know.
We did this. We had him. We started a few minutes late for any stragglers. Yeah. We popped him in. He just didn't want to stay as long. He kind of has an ego.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
No pun intended.
No, there's pun intended. No, I'm sorry, Karate Man. There's not pun intended.
But, you don't want to die.
No, I don't. Definitely don't want to die. Do you want to just discuss? I mean, this could be a short one because we really prepared for the goddamn Karate Man.
We did. It was.
We could just run down the card for Hard to Kill. Just kind of mention a little bit and discuss that for anybody who's kind of on the fence, maybe for ordering or not too familiar with what's going on. You want to pull that up, Basil?
Yeah. I got you. We'll pull up the full card.
Let's talk the full card. As we know, the featured match of this generation, this realm, several other realms beyond the Earth is the Karate Man versus Ethan Page. We discussed that at the top of the show.
We already discussed that. And then we have Eddie Edwards versus Sami Callihan in a barbed wire massacre match.
Yes.
That is, I mean, this rivalry has gone on for years at this point. Literally years. And we had Eddie taking another baseball bat to the face a few weeks ago. He was bruised for like 3 weeks. Luckily, we had a 2-week break, and his face seems to be healed up. And then Sammy took Alicia and captured her to attack for him and Sammy to be able to attack Eddie Edwards.
What I love about this feud, it's truly become the Raven Dreamer feud of Impact Wrestling. It's the
It
never
really
ending story. You keep adding elements to it, so it keeps it fresh. That's what Raven Dreamer did. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Dreamer had Sammy on his show today, and he referred to him as the Raven of this generation. And it's in so many ways, like you could totally see that, and the guy is truly one of the greatest out there right now. So this match, I feel like they are out to completely steal the show, and it's a very hard show to steal. So keep this one tuned in on this one.
Yeah.
But,
and then
we have to mention the Karate Man Ethan Page after each other match. So also the Karate Man versus Ethan Page.
Karate Man versus Ethan Page, and it just listed as a singles match, but I don't think it's gonna be a match of any sort.
No, keep going.
Then we have Eric Young, Joe Doring, and the newly discovered Diener, formerly known as Cody Diener, taking on Cousin Jake, Rhino, and Tommy Dreamer in an old school rules 6-man tag team match.
Yep. This is going to be not too many people have seen a lot of Joe Doring, so this is kind of fresh for a lot of people to see him wrestle now, and going to be very interesting to see where this goes. To me, the Diener aspect is the highlight, and I'm curious how they pull off this whole thing. Does this lead to a change for Jake also? We've seen a lot of Jake in other capacities. So.
I hope we see something different from him.
Yeah, definitely something has to happen.
Something has to change. Like there has to be something.
Something new.
Something. I don't know, but
fresh.
something has to come to fruition from all of this.
I don't know. I mean, if he could try, going under something different and just
he can try something else. I don't know what.
I mean, we don't know. We won't know what's his name
We won't know what's his name, but something will come through.
It'll be something.
Something, some anger. I mean, there's something building up inside of Cousin Jake.
Yeah.
So we will see.
Jake, we'll see what happens. But I like Jake. I think that's a big boy, man, and I'm excited to see how much ass he can kick in that match. So Jake and Doring squaring off is the shot I want you to get for me though down there.
I got you. That's
a photo to see because those are big boys, man. So
yeah, they are.
So let's get that one for sure. What else?
And then I think we finally have a normal match. We have Deonna Purrazzo defending the Impact Knockouts Championship against Taya Valkyrie.
Nice. Deonna, Superstar of the Year, just kicking all sorts of ass. She's incredible. And Taya, longest reigning Knockouts champion. A lot of rumor mill about Taya going on. People are going to really keep their eyes peeled on this match. I think this is a match a lot of people are going to be talking about just anticipating because very hard to predict. These are two ladies at the top of their game right now, so very
hard.
Yep.
Then we have the X Division Championship. We have Manic defending in a triple threat match against two former X Division champions who were just champions this past year in 2020 against Chris Bay and Rohit Raju.
Yeah, this is a big one. I mean, the whole Manic thing, Rohit feels he got screwed. Bay feels he got screwed. Classic X Division match coming up. Nothing too much to say, really. It's a classic X Division match.
Yep. And then for the newly minted Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship,
huge. We
have in the finals of this tournament, we have Havoc and Nevaeh going up against Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz.
Yeah, this to me is the most unpredictable and one of the most anticipated matches. I was gonna say of the year, but it's only January 11th.
I legit cannot. I usually can give you I think blah 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 is gonna win. I don't know. Both of these teams were so dominant in 2020 as a tag team without the titles on the line. Now that they're facing up against each other for the titles. This is going to be the sleeper match in my opinion. I feel like this match is being overlooked still.
It is, and it's weird, but there's so much more going on. The problem is they tackled so much more on because this tournament's been going on a while too. So now you have so many more layers. It's gonna kick ass when it happens because there's such an anticipation of who's gonna win. So I just expect it to. I mean, right now it's a little. I don't want to say dwarfed under a bunch of other matches, but come show day, I think it's going to get that huge shine. I feel like they're going to go for a bit. This is going to be a nice long match too.
Yeah, I agree. And then our main event of the evening, we have Team Impact consisting of the Impact World Champion Rich Swann teaming with the Motor City Machine Guns consisting of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, taking on, I would call it Team AEW or Team Elite at this point, Team Good Brothers.
Well, they kind of said Bullet Club the other day.
They kind of said Bullet Club, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. Honestly, it was kind of mentioned in passing.
Yeah.
But it's I'm gonna call it the Elite. I'm gonna call them Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, consisting of Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, teaming with Don Callis.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. Interesting to see. This is huge.
Huge card.
Just thinking about, like I said, we said earlier, just thinking of the fact that, I mean, this is the thing that when I was growing up, that if we were always like, man, if so and so, like if DDP walked on Raw right now and challenged Steve Austin, who would win? Like shit like that is like, I mean, you always wanted a fantasy book, Sting showing up and taking on the Undertaker and all that, whatever, but never happened.
Yeah.
First time in history. I mean, not first time in history, but first time in a long time, something of this magnitude even happening. Where, I mean, you have the top three companies in the world right now have television. These are two of the three working together and exchanging talent, showing up on each other's TV, mentioning each other, belts appearing on other It's like that's mind-boggling. Honestly, it's crazy to think that that's happening.
Yeah,
It's huge. It's huge.
It's a big event. I'm excited for it. I mean, I've had some history with working with AEW, so I'm really excited. Just freshen things up because I've been working with the same roster. So it'll be nice just to see some different. I like different. I feel like we've all been getting into the same habits with just everything in general, just because of how life has confined us to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for Saturday. It's such a good card. The whole roster has worked really hard from top to bottom, production, everybody. Trent got to see a little bit of it a few months ago at Bound for Glory. Hard to Kill will be no different. Might even be turned up a notch, to be honest with you. So, calling out Daniel Spencer. What's that emoji?
It's a referee.
Nice. Zach Bonifer with a ref emoji. There you go. So
but listen, we'll see, guys. To me, there's so many. Basically, Hard to Kill is going to set this tone for the year. I mean, there's so many stories that are going to spiral out of this. That this is just like things don't end here. There's a lot coming out of it. So that's why I say, like, as a wrestling fan, if you're a fan, this is the show to order because this will set you up for the year.
Yep.
You know, this is going to let you know where things are going to be, what direction they're taking, what tone everything's taking. You're like, cool. If this show knocks on the park, which last year's Hard to Kill did, which Slammiversary did last year, you know, I'm going to more say Slammiversary. The way Slammiversary set up everything, like people jumped on. It was a jump off point. People were like, cool, I'm here. I'm gonna go with them now because they sold me with this show. Hard to Kill is gonna be one of those as well. It's got that same kind of implication where it's an anchoring show, so you can really hang your hat on the year coming out of this, I think.
Yeah. So, but on Monday, guys, I'm gonna try to give you everything that's gone on this past weekend. Give you no that spoilers, Backstage
though.
Boys. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Well, no. I'm not gonna talk about TV. Yeah. But I'm just gonna talk about production. I'm gonna see if maybe I can get a guest. It's depending on who's in the hotel. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah, see if you can get somebody to pop in. You know, definitely Swingman preferred.
I think Swingman and James Mitchell will be knocking back another bottle there.
They will be. They were definitely post partying, those the ECW style. I love like the camaraderie between like the old ECW guys. Like there's such a special camaraderie that I saw with those guys.
Yeah,
I loved it. But no, absolutely. Yeah, see if you can squeeze anybody out, you know, just for a few minutes of the show on Monday. But we'll talk Hard to Kill. You'll talk some backstage production, things like that. Just kind of, you know, obviously. And again, I really want to reiterate, no spoilers at all. We don't do that on the show.
We don't talk about spoilers. Yeah. We're not going to talk about unless like it's changing the direction of the show. We're not going to talk about any dirt sheet stuff. Unless it's something actually important. We're going to talk about COVID safety guidelines, stuff like that. That's fine. I mean, I've been doing everything in my power to stay safe. I get tested. I post multiple times on my social media that I'm getting tested. I'm going to see how it is this weekend. So
yeah, cool, man. No, I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to watching it. And then the other podcast I do, the Total Nonstop Impact podcast, will be reviewing it that night. So we'll be live that night with a post show. And I know that pay-per-views always bring out a bunch of friends and new fans and listeners. So I'm excited about it. That should be cool. And then we'll do, again, for anybody new to this show, we're more behind the scenes production analysis. We both work, obviously, Basil works TV wrestling as well, but we do indies when indies are going on. So we see that behind the scenes aspect. So production is a big part of the show, the business of the business when it comes to wrestling, especially independent wrestling. So coming to Hard to Kill, we'll talk about kind of that like what went into making the show. That's what we like to talk about.
And I'm going to tell you guys, this is a conversation that I had with Trent just a couple days ago. We were talking about how much we love the production aspect because it's what brings the show to all of you. Of course, we need the wrestlers. Of course, we need the referees. Of course, there needs to be the training. But that last 10% of it that brings it all together, that's what we really enjoy bringing to you guys. This Karate Man thing, a little bit out of the ordinary for us. Yeah. But it was something that I really wanted to do for you guys. It took a lot of convincing to the Karate Man. And I mean, I went to Julian. He blew me off. I mean, I don't know what else to say. So
The Karate Man, he made us pay him a lot of money for this. The pay-per-view thing. He made us pay him a lot of money. Let's just be honest here. He did not do this for free, and it cost us a pretty penny. I can't eat until Thursday, but it's okay. In fact, we did it for the listeners. We're going live. We're new to the live thing. We were a tape show before. You gotta pay a little to get a little. You know what I mean? You gotta crack a few eggs to make a cake. That's what we're doing here. It's a Karate Man. I'm not gonna forget. He's looking at me really funny in this image above me, Basil. Like, this is really freaking me out above me.
Hey man, I mean, he's just letting you know this is your ceiling. This is your limit.
That's about it. That's as far as I'm gonna go.
That's your limit. Don't get your head up too much in the clouds. But all right, you ready to wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up. It's a short one today, guys, because we're kind of setting up Hard to Kill, and basically Karate Man took this was his episode. We can't really take much more out of it. So real quick one today, but next week we'll be back. Basil's live on site at Impact Wrestling during Hard to Kill weekend and tapings and stuff. So we'll talk Hard to Kill. Little production spin like we mentioned. Don't forget to order it this Saturday, January 16th, Fight TV, traditional pay-per-view, impactwrestling.com. Get the pay-per-view. It is a huge one, guys. And we ran down the card earlier, but go to impactwrestling.com. Follow the information. The celebration is also Saturday morning. You can join the Stars of Impact, get a bunch of free gifts. So join that if you want a bunch of little extra fan experience. Get on that. But let's get our plugs in here real quick. Basil, where can they follow you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BZ. That's B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y. You can also follow me on Twitch. I've been streaming on Twitch. Just add an extra E in the URL. I'm still trying to get the regular BZ name back. But
that bastard took your name.
Yeah, that bastard really took my name. But I've been streaming about 3 to 4 days a week, guys. So doing a lot of Cyberpunk. We do stuff with the crew consisting of JT, BMD, Matt Grant, up from Canada. We had a lot of fun. We did Phantasmaphobia, Among Us. We're going to try to get into some other games for you guys, but I will be streaming tonight, doing some more Cyberpunk 2077 grinding. All my photos are at basilmahmood.com, basilmahmud.com. Where could they find you, Trent?
Guys, you can find me at Trent Zuberi over on Twitter. It's all my name, just no spaces or anything, or at Hemi Music on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as We Talk Impact, which is a total nonstop Impact podcast for more. If you're a big Impact Wrestling fan, a lot more in-depth analysis there. So that's at We Talk Impact on all platforms. This show can be found at the BSB Show on Facebook and Twitter, as well as the Backstage Boys Pod on Instagram. Audio versions available on all audio platforms: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Your Alexa will play us, so if you tell her to play the Backstage Boys podcast with the Karate Man, she'll play it. So that's going to be released in just a little bit as soon as we get off the air here. YouTube.com/the Backstage Boys as well, and Twitch.tv/the BSB Show. So guys, follow us on all the platforms. We're available. We're live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. So connect with us on Monday night. Next Monday will be later, though.
Next Monday will be later.
Yeah.
This week Trent and I are everywhere. This week we had the Karate Man. Tomorrow, Trent over on TNI handling all the post Impact talk. I will be on Smash This Pod with J-Bone on Wednesday night to discuss what happens at AEW, and that's the last show that we have right before Hard to Kill on Saturday, and then come right back to TNI and talk with Trent, J-Bone, and everybody else. I don't know if Kyle shows up on that show anymore.
No, I didn't show up on anything. But we also do a throwback show, guys.
We got Bill. We got Front Row Bill on there.
Front Row Bill is there as well. Alicia's on the other one. So we got a bunch going on for Total Nonstop Impact. But then Saturday night, following Hard to Kill, immediately following, we're live at We Talk Impact, and then Total Nonstop Impact over on Twitch. So go ahead and follow that show, twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, especially on Saturday night, because we'll be live as soon as it goes off the air. And the Karate Man stands victorious on a mountain of skulls and a river of blood in front of it. So, guys, that's going to do it for us. Connect with us. We'll talk to you next week when Basil's over in Nashville. A little bit later, we'll announce it on our Twitter at the BSB Show what time we'll be live.
We're aiming for 9 o'clock Central right now. Yeah. It might be a little bit later. It really just depends on how long those tapings go for me that day. I don't know how much we're going to do. I literally won't know until that day.
Yep.
I won't know until a couple hours before to kind of get an idea, but we are going to communicate it as best as we can with you via the Twitter.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it, guys. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week, everybody. Be safe out there, and we'll and enjoy Hard to Kill week. It's gonna be a fun one. So we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.